Welcome to a brief overview of Japanese music. There are many forms, genres, and instruments to talk about, and while similar to Western music, they are wonderful and unique differences. So I'm in my office at Florida Southwestern. It's like a 7-Eleven of world music. So first, let's get started with membranophones, or as we say, drums. Now this is a chango, a Korean hourglass drum, not Japanese, but we're gonna, it's a great place to start because we talk about membranes, these two heads on both sides. And as we tighten the strings, the pitch will be raised. So, we have different implements, different sounds and everything. So on a chango, we've got these two beaters. And so, now this is not too different from like a Western snare drum, that we talk about that has like snares on the bottom when we hit the top and it goes down. So, not too terribly different. So this is shimmy daiko right here. So let's hold this up. This is called a turnbuckle daiko because we have screws that are fastened to raise the pitch, similar to the strings on the chango. Normally these are held together by rope. And so shimmy daiko, coming from the word, the full name, sukushimi daiko, which broken down is sakuru, to fasten, and shimiru, to tie. And so just over time, it's been, broken down to shimmy. So bachi are the six that we're going to use. So different types. These are made out of oak, very strong. This is a thinner one, thicker one. And so depending on what you were using, I have a smaller bachi at home buried somewhere in my closet. So depending on what you were going to do, what you would, determine what bachi you use. A calling drum, or, a faster drum. So we think of bachi as just for drums, but any of the plucked instruments, the koto, the shamisen, and biwa, they use picks, and those picks are referred to as bachi. Here are some of my old koto picks. They're custom made, like to fit onto your fingers. Very cool memory. But now on to the o-daiko, or the big drum. Here we have the o-daiko. On the shimmy daiko, it was a synthetic head, but this is a real cowskin head. So my sensei, Kenny Indo, back in Hawaii, we would take the drum and use car jacks to tighten it and pull it up. And so we have bayu. These are like little nails that are in. So now the tuning is fixed. I cannot change the tuning. If I don't like how the drum sounds, I have to take everything off. O-daiko, work of art. So made out of like one log. This is American made. This is like a wine, a big wine barrel. A heck of a lot cheaper and everything. But then this is still real cow skin. Attention over here to some of the artistic quality of it. So this is called mimisuki, and mimi being ear. And so it's kind of hung over as an artistic way. And then you see holes in here where the hole was, where the head was stretched. So this drum loves to be hit. It's very loud. So, and we play on the. So, and then we get into some of the acrobatic. So the o-daiko, the big drum. Taiko is for all ages. It's common to see many youth engaging in this art. This is my second son, Elliot, studying taiko when younger in Hawaii. In this next picture, you see different implements. This is with my sensei as we did a kabuki theater performance at the University of Hawaii. And now a short video of my sensei and people from our studio. This captures the movement and fluid-based art of taiko performance. All right, so we want to move on from percussion instruments still, but instruments that we hit, strike, or scrape. So we got cymbals. This is technically a pak, Korean cymbal, but then we see a variety of different types of cymbals in Japanese culture. Smaller ones, bigger ones, gongs. Not to be confused with like the gong culture of Indonesia. So But I want to talk about woodwind instruments real super fast. So first off, we have the hikiriki, used in a lot of different things, gagaku especially. Double reed instrument, so you blow this, and those reeds vibrate once against each other. And you would play this almost like a recorder. And I am not very good on these three instruments, so I'm just going to pass and keep the party moving. So now we also have a ruteki. This is a traverse flute. And we're going to see this especially in gagaku used. But now the greatest myth of all, the world's deadliest instrument. So the shakuhachi. And I would love to be able to play the shakuhachi. So, you know, we talk about the shakuhachi, and I just can't get a good sound on it. I'm not a very good flute player either. The last instrument we heard was called the sho, a 17-pipe mouth organ that's used in gagaku. It's a very abrasive instrument, but I love it. And just that sound, it's very soothing to me. So there's lots more that we could talk about in a quick overview of Japanese music. You know, it's a fascinating place. We see classical artists like Kiko Abe here. You know, she perfected the 6-mallet idea, 3 mallets at a time. I can't even get good rotation sometimes with 2 mallets in a hand. You know, the shamisen, traditional folk instrument. One of my favorites I'll recommend is the Yoshida Brothers. Very, very awesome. And then we see like the whole J-pop wide genre. So this is a clip of one of my favorite J-pop groups. It's fun to share with students, called Baby Metal. And I saw them open up for Red Hot Chili Peppers recently, and it was like such a mixture of like death metal and that kawaii, you know, Japanese cuteness. So very cool, fun stuff. So many things in Japanese music happening from traditional to modern, so we have to include jazz. Some great anime and video game music coming out. So this is my group from Florida Southwestern, taking you out with a group called Seatbelts, Yoko Kanno, and a little tank as we get ready for a fall concert. Thank you.